Hello, mi gente. This is Marvin Felix with Tampa, Florida Life. Hope you're doing well. So as you know, we are featuring different communities and their amenities here in the Tampa area. And right now we're doing a series highlighting Riverview. So we're in the community of Bloomingdale Ridge today, which once again is in Riverview. So if you have any questions about this community or any others, be sure to let us know. And if you're new to this page, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you want to set an appointment with me at any point at all, you can go ahead and do so down below in the description area. There's a calendar link to my calendar. So if you have any questions, want to talk to me, want to set up an appointment, have any questions, I'm there for you. So once again, we're in Bloomingdale Ridge. So this community doesn't have a clubhouse, but does have a community park, and that's where we're at right now. So what we're going to do here today is we're going to do a quick tour of what we have here at the park here, and then we'll do just a drive-through of the community itself. And then at the end, we'll go ahead and wrap up. We'll give you an idea of what's happening here on the market in Bloomingdale Ridge, okay? So we'll go ahead and start. Let me turn this around. So we have a little tot lot here. It has 4 swings, the little slide area. So there is a person here walking on the track here, so we'll be very conscious not to catch them on camera. So I love this park because there's tons of trees, so tons of shade. A lot of times these kids are left us cooking in the sun, but here you got plenty of shade here. So regardless of what time of day, you have a lot of shade here because you have trees all around. And this is a little small kid area. They have benches all over, so plenty of places to sit at. There's a parking lot you can park in. This is a covered area, 4 picnic tables. They have this field. Looks like a little baseball field, but they can use it for any purposes of your desire. Once again, park benches all throughout. And there's a little track that goes around the park here for those who want to run, walk, exercise, walk the dogs, what have you. You can see you're buffered on that far side by trees. There's no urban development that's gonna be happening over there. And right now we're walking towards the basketball courts and tennis courts. So I've not seen this setup before. There are 2 full courts. However, they're formed in the corners, meaning although you have 4 courts or 4 baskets, you can't necessarily have 2 full court games happening at the same time. However, you can have many 3-on-3 games here. And one thing I do like, which is really cool, so and I think this is the intention, is the court here, this one right here, the baskets are about 7 feet high, so that's great for kids. So you can actually have little kids playing full court on a 7-foot rim, and then on the other side you have the 10-foot rim baskets. So I'm a former basketball player, so I take note of that. And you have 1 full tennis court, not a pickleball court, a tennis court. Although you can see, it looks like they have the pickleball lines in here, so you can actually play pickleball if that's the sport of your choosing. So that is the park here. You can see some of the houses there in the community. So these are what I consider kind of like mid-size homes. They're all single-family homes in this neighborhood. And this community here was built between 2000 and 2004. So it's a mature, what I consider a mature neighborhood for this area, especially Riverview. There's a lot of new communities, new housing developments here in Riverview. And the homes here, on the small side, they're around 900 square feet, and they go up to right around 2,400 square feet. So they're not huge monstrosities, but they are good size. And you can get anywhere from 2 bedrooms up to 4 bedrooms. And As far as bathrooms, you have 2 to 3 full bathrooms. So we're going to do a partly walking tour and driving tour. So that's the sign for the park, Bloomingdale Hills Park. And we'll just walk up and down here, just kind of show you the houses near the park. And then we'll go ahead and do a quick tour, a driving tour. Show you a little bit more of the neighborhood. So that house right there we're looking at straight ahead, that actually reminds me of somewhat the norm or homes in the north, meaning northern states, because that's kind of like a Cape Cod feel to it, kind of like a Cape Cod replica. I don't see that very often here in Florida. That's very common in the north. Even where I came from Virginia. We had a lot of homes like that. So so that house right there, that's one of the examples I always share with people. In communities of this age, God just said hello to us. It's very cognizant to be aware of the age of any communities that you're in, that you're looking at. And if they're typically between 15 to 25 years old, you want to make sure that the roof has been replaced. And if not, then get an idea how old the roof is. Because once again, as I said before, that can affect how much insurance you pay and whether or not a company, a provider will actually even give you homeowners insurance. So here I see a mix, like the house there. That house has a new roof on it, as was replaced recently. However, the one right next to it, that's the original roof. So here I'd say it's probably 50-50. For the ones who have the original roof, they're going to need to be changed relatively soon. And that first house I pointed out to you, that actually it needs to be replaced now because they had mission shingles. And that's a house for sale here in the community there. So we'll go ahead and cross the street and show you the other side. I'm actually thinking that I've driven through this neighborhood before, and the homes we have here that I'm showing you right now is pretty typical of the houses here in the neighborhood. So perhaps we won't do a driving tour and we'll just keep it just doing the walking tour. So here you can see what I often mention, you have sidewalks that are kind of uneven. And I have been noticing that I'm seeing them marked off with that white paint. So I'm assuming that means that the county is aware of it and that they'll be making a repair at some point, but I do not know. So that's common. I mean, it seems like when they're making these plans for development, part of the plan will kind of go in like how far a tree should be planted away from any driveways and sidewalks, but apparently not. All too common. That could save the county, I imagine, tens of thousands of dollars. But what do I know? I'm just a realtor. How you doing? All right, so we'll go back to where we came from, and we'll wrap it up by going over the local real estate that's happening here within the community. So once again, this community is Bloomingdale Ridge. Another beautiful sunny day here in Florida. Oh, I will say this: my daughter, she had a track meet last night at Bloomingdale High School, and it got cold. I didn't expect that. When we got there at 5:30 to drop her off, or for her to check in, it was 61 degrees. By the time we left, it was 48 degrees. So it took like 3.5, 4 hours for all the athletes to complete their activity, their specific event. So a lot of people were ill prepared, and I was among those people ill prepared. I just had I had a long sleeve, thin cotton, little hoodie, and I had a little like sweater, and I was freezing. I was not comfortable. My wife was not comfortable. Many people were not comfortable. Others were prepared. They had blankets, so they were prepared for it. We were not. So anyway, so let's go over the activity as far as the real estate market here in Bloomingdale Ridge. So here in Bloomingdale Ridge, we have currently 3 properties on the market for sale. The smallest one is a 3-bed, 2-bath. 1,328 square feet. They're asking $330,000. They've been on the market for 22 days. And then the largest one we have is a 4-bed, 2-bath, 1,758 square feet. And they're asking $369,000. They've been on the market for 72 days. We have 1 pending house here in the community, meaning they were on the market for sale and they got a contract and they accepted the buyer's offer. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,696 square feet. They're asking $359,900, and they got an offer at the 78 days on the market. And as far as solds, we have 12 sold. So on average, we're looking about 1 house sold per month here. The smallest one's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,182 square feet. They're asking $289,000 for it, and they sold it for $280,000 after 54 days. Then the largest one we have is a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,035 square feet. They're asking $400,000 for it, and they got $415,000 for it. So got $15,000 more than they're asking for. Good for them. So they got an offer at the 70 days on the market. All right. So that concludes the coverage here of Bloomingdale Ridge. If you have any questions, please let me know. Be sure to like and subscribe to the page. Just show me that you're watching, and just give me a little love. And then, of course, you can schedule an event with me or an appointment with me by the link in the descriptions for calendly.com/Marvin Felix. So be sure to click on there if you want to set a time to meet, speak, what have you. All right. Make it a great day, mi gente.